Guys, you can bring any goal into reality. If you're having trouble manifesting, watch what I've got to say. Why you are not manifesting is because you are thinking about this thing, but you are not living it. Don't get triggered by that. It's okay. I've been there too, but I've got it down to a fine art now where things just flow in, and I'm going to give you examples. So when you really want something, you have to do the other bits of work around it. It's not enough just to imagine it. You actually have to live it. You have to live in that dream that you're creating. This can be when you go to bed. You can imagine you're laying in the bed in the new house. You can smell the smell of the sheets. You can see the plants. You can imagine laying next to your new partner, feeling their hand, feeling their foot, how they will smell. All these things that envelop you in emotion obviously help drive that forward. I also do this. My new business right now that I've managed to now have corporate clients, and my corporate side of the business is growing, which is amazing because it's more money. I would tell myself that I have this amazing business, and I would imagine myself going into the offices in the city where I live, and I would imagine I could see in my mind's eye, or this eye, because this is the really important eye, your third eye. I could see the scenario of me in the office, me stood talking to the director of the company, us discussing his needs, how many staff he had, how many hours he wanted to book, and how long I would be there for, talking to the individual people, agreeing a price, me putting a package together. Then I would think about how I'm going to design my flyers. They're going to look like this, and my branding will look like that. And I wasn't 100% sure on the branding, so don't worry if these elements you think, I can't do it because I don't know what this is going to look like. It doesn't matter. Just imagine that you've got this amazing brand. Can be specific, that's great, but if you can't, it doesn't matter. The way I got my logo was just one day just sitting at the computer and drawing and doodling and just playing. No pressure on myself, just playing, and it all came together. So that's another thing. Take the pressure off. See, this is a fun thing. When you know, it has to come because you flipping know. There's no doubts, there's no questioning, there's no, well, what if it doesn't? No. You can't afford to think like that when you're manifesting. When you stand in your power and truly believe that that is your life, this is important, it will come. And what will happen is events will come into your life that take you in these little directions to introduce you to certain people, to put you in front of a certain person or a situation that then leads to this other thing. I want to give you an example, guys. Today, I was thinking I really need quality staff to work for me when I have these bigger events. Really hard to find the people that I would trust. And I was expecting some leaflets delivered today to my house. And they were delivered this morning, apparently, but they weren't. The delivery was taken by someone called Joe. So I went around all my neighbours knocking on the door. I don't know anyone called Joe. And nobody had received this delivery. So I went back inside and I was really frustrated. I couldn't get hold of the courier. It was a nightmare. So I thought, I've paid for these leaflets. I don't know where they are. I decided to go back out again. This time it's dark. And I was stood talking to a neighbour. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this man I have never seen before, he's looking at us and waving. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, these are for you. And handed me the leaflet. And I was like, okay, are you Joe? And he went, no, I'm Michael. I was like, what? I said, okay. He said, these have been delivered to me. He lives out of my drive, down the road, and like in another completely different area to me. And he said, oh, delivered to me by mistake. And I just had this feeling it was you. Anyway, I started talking to him. I said, I'm so happy. He said, this must mean a lot to you. He hugged me. And then when we got talking, he's actually works in the same field as me. He's got his own business. And he said he'd be happy to collaborate. Guys, do you see what I mean? It's freaking amazing. I'm excited because I'm feeling the energy. And I hope you can feel it through the screen. It's real. It works. I have loads of tips on things like this, especially the golden light technique. Try it. We are all energy. Everything is energy. When we vibrate on certain frequencies, like attracts like. I love you. Comment down below.